Alright, well. $46 to go. I'm about a little bit over halfway to basically getting to the next stage of this Let's Play. Saxony and France are basically over here, or Saxony and Aquitaine at the moment. And apparently a little bit of Brabant. Umi has basically conquered everything except for a little bit right there. Denmark's getting pretty big. Karelia apparently owns most of Finland. Well, I guess Denmark owns most of Finland and Karelia owns the rest. Khazar is getting pretty big over here. Uyghurs are based over there, or Jaegers, or Uyghurs, or where else. Apparently, Abyssinia is spreading out like this over here. This is actually something I did in my playthrough when I was playing before this, but whatever. Basic plans for this episode are pretty much simple. I'm sort of like waiting out, I think, the rest of the years to get to the switchover point I basically want for this Let's Play, I guess. I basically want to conquer this little piece of land to finish farming off Arisia. And then mostly it's going to sort of wait along until I basically do whatever else I guess I'll be doing after this. Who knows what I'll do after this. Alright, this guy's apparently, you know, doing something against his leash there. And, you know, it's actually worth knowing at this point, because I've got such high karma, I'm actually really interested in doing a subjugation war. So, subjugation war is basically things you can do, and it's like neighbors who are of the same culture as you. So, that'd be like... Well, this guy's Telugu. This guy's Hindustani. But basically, if there's a guy who's the same culture as me, which is basically Araya, I can do a subjugation war, which basically means that I invade them for all their land that's in a certain kingdom point and try to take it over. That might not be anyone at this point, so... Canada... These guys are all Canada down here. Tamale. Sinhali. That's unfortunate. Like, there's a riot of people, but they're not actually leading this country, so... Well, I guess I won't be showing off subjugation wars, but there's something I can do, and it's like, you know, neighbors who are the same culture. You saw this guy do it with this guy here. Capture that guy who was previously terrorized using a tributary. You know, I haven't passed the law for a while. I could pass, like, you know, succession law or other stuff. Maybe I'll go for centralization. That might be worth it. We'll get that out of the way. I don't think, yeah, we're just going to get that right away. So, there's centralization. Now I basically have, you know, an increased domestic size by 1. So I can conquer one more piece of land if I want to. My son is here, apparently a powerful vassal now. Interesting enough, I can actually make my vassal here. My Upiata. Hey, cool, this guy collected a TIF. Excellent news. Yoink, more money. I can use money to improve my kingdom a little bit more. Maybe I'll get more keep here. Oh no, people are trying to kill my son. Now, something to note, by the way, is that if you can actually see plots, like, for, like, killing your son here, like, there's a guy, you can actually see this guy trying to kill my daughter here. You can actually ask people to try and end plots if you don't want them happening. So, if you don't want to bother with them, you can just tell them to end their plots and they'll stop them usually. Unless they really don't like you, or they're really not influenced by your decision making. Like, say, a ruler of another realm. So this guy's gonna stop that. You're gonna stop that. Cool, I get money. We'll do that, why not? It's always worth it to get one extra stewardship. I'll note, by the way, if I wanted to, I could convert to, like, you know, different, like, religions if they're in my realm. I could convert to Hinduism. And, you know, I might do that. Hinduism is actually a really awesome religion to use as the Indians, because obviously, as you saw, you get that huge, you know, massive army that you can, like, you know, use to like, hurt the Buddhists and the Jains in the area. Like, the Buddhists, they have, like, this crappy one right here. The Hindus just got, like, an 85k one. This guy's a little bit injured at this point. Probably is, like, you know, half his size, but he's still much weaker. Alright, these guys are apparently going for a de jure war. Banhangara. So apparently this guy's being sieged over here. Aww. Apparently the alliance broke down because this guy died. So my granddaughter is now the ruler of the Laphanka kingdom. I can form an alliance with her if I want to. She is my granddaughter. Get my grandson to marry her if I want to. Have to match a Meryl to do it though, unless I get like a favor or something. Hey, what happened here? Oh, okay. So yeah, this is like a different duchy right here, and it basically shows up as such. This is actually part of this guy's kingdom of Gondwana, but this guy's actually only a duchy, amazingly enough. I don't know what this Subjugation Kingdom war is all about. Someone must hold, like, the Raj here for... Oh, yeah, it is. Look at this. They actually hold this, someone holds this, like, little duchy here, so they're able to attack this. That's why it's under attack. Now, I should probably note something by the way. If you look at this, like, you know, battle that's going on here, you notice there's a negative sign here and there's, like, a plus sign here. The negative and plus sign basically means modifiers negatively and positively depending on what's happening. So what's happening here, this guy actually has a positive modifier for being in the jungle, though his horse archers get like a, you know, defensive and offensive negative bonus to him. And he's basically getting a defensive bonus when he's being attacked. The negative bonus here is like a river crossing, so this guy crossed the river to attack these guys, and then everything gets a negative attack. So rivers are bad for attacking across, so you want to avoid that where possible, and you want to avoid attacking people in defensive terrain, but he has so many troops it doesn't really matter where he attacks them, so... I could conscientious, why not? Now, if I could, I could attack this guy for this little piece of land still. But to do so, I have to wait till like 825 to avoid a prestige penalty. I could attack this guy, and it would have let me attack him, but all the Indian rulers would not like me for it too much if I did. I can actually do subjugation wars on this guy. Maybe I will do a subjugation war against this guy. Basically, that's where I can conquer all this stuff if you want to. And apparently he's allied to this guy. Hey, I can do a subjugation war against her if I want to. And it might make sense to go after some of these guys. Like, if they're a Buddhist, and I do a subjugation war against them, they can't use their holy army to attack me, so... If I was to go after this guy, for example, take Bihar, nothing would stop me from basically doing that. Maybe I should consider doing this. Could go after this guy too if I want to. He's got 3,000 troops though, so it's probably not worth it. This guy, he has less troops, to say the least. I think I'll wait for a little bit just to get my troops back up, but I might do a subjugation war against some of these guys, perhaps. We'll see. I guess they're from the same culture group as me, though. It says they aren't. Or maybe they're like, you know... The culture groups are basically set up to be like, you know... based off of, like, you know, different areas. So maybe, like, the Tamil and, like, Kannada could invade each other because they're, like, from, like, the similar, you know, Empire culture group areas. So these guys could all invade each other. The guys in the Deccan area, Empire area. In the Bengal Empire, I could probably invade these guys over here, but... Maybe as I get far over here, perhaps? It seems like I can do subjugation wars against anyone, for some reason. Well, whatever. I've had difficulties with that, with the subjugation wars. Like, sometimes it doesn't pop, but it seems to be popping for all these guys for some reason. Oh! I think this guy lost his piece of land. Unfortunate. So I have to wait till April 8/25 to attack that guy. Maybe I'll just wait that long and then do so. Attack him. Ooh. You know, if this guy's under attack from a big, huge revolt, that's a perfect time to attack him. He won't be able to basically handle a whole lot of attacks from all fronts. And I can possibly take his kingdom title. That's the nice thing about subjugation wars. Basically, rulers of Indian religions can subjugate each other for 500 karma if they are from the same culture group. And basically what I do here, I would take everything from this guy, basically. He would lose his, I basically vassalize all of this guy's, like, you know, vassals. I take all his titles. I take everything from him. You know what? Let's do it. We're going to subjugate this guy. He doesn't have, like, you know, a Hindu-y, like, holy army to basically fight with. I've got allies. They're on the, you know, ready to attack this guy. It's worth knowing that this guy over here, he's actually creeping into the Bengal area, Empire area. All this land over here is for, like, the Bengal Empire. If you can actually conquer enough of it, you can form the Empire. And that's something worth knowing. The Indians are basically... India is basically split up into 3 empire areas. Rajasthan, Bengal Empire, and Deccan Empire. And if you conquer the entire area, you can get, like, this, basically area called India formed. And I plan to show that off, just at the sort of end of this, like, you know, little excursion into this game. This starting time, basically. There's a couple keeps built. And yeah, this guy, basically I'm attacking him in a jungle, so defensive bonus for him. Alright, we attacked him there. So this guy's under attack by this guy over here. If I basically take off his kingdom, I should actually take the rest of his stuff too. And someone's trying to kill my daughter yet again. Now, note something, by the way. I'm actually sort of doing something reckless here. This guy is actually sort of in, like, attrition area. Basically, he's not next to my county provinces, so he might take attrition at some point. But I've got 2 allies coming up to help me, so I should be good. So this is one of the things that you can do with, like, Indian rulers. They can subjugate each other. It's like a really, really big war claim, basically, on everything that you've got. And, yeah, there's, like, a big army for this guy. It seems really big for this guy having that big of an army, but he's combined with someone else, so I guess that makes sense. Oh, someone died. Alright, that's done. Now we're gonna go after a chapel. I don't know how this guy sieged down that castle so fast, but it's actually sort of helping that this guy is like hitting this guy over here. Basically, if this guy loses all his territory to like being a siege, he's like an automatic loss for everyone who's attacking him. Well, at least to the first guy who makes him surrender. I should be doing the best on war score here, but yeah, that guy's at 7%, I'm at 67%. I think what will happen, once I basically smack this guy down, this guy should, you know, either become independent or should become my vassal as a result. I already get that big army from. I just got diligent, cool. Ignore him. Yeah, this guy's taking just a beating here. He's got a chapel going down, another chapel going down. He does have a big army. Why does he have such a big army right there? Now, I should get assistance from this guy if he attacks, so... Yeah, if he tries to attack me, this guy's going to come help me, so... Oh, he's just going to go after him now. Okay, that's fine. He's going to chase down this guy's armies, rather. So yeah, I'll just go attack him, smack him around. This guy probably brought, like, you know, mercenaries there to help him out. That's the only reason he has so many guys. Oh, he sieged that, he sieged that, he sieged that. A lot of sieging going on there. And now he's going to attack me. But we're just going to take out all that stuff. And apparently I'm at war with this guy too now, so that's fine. We can just, you know, smack him around. So this guy... I got a piece of this guy if we want it, but... Nope, he wants to fight a little bit more, so we'll have to fight this guy, I guess. And my wife wants me to get rid of an annoying courtier again. You apparently don't like my chancellor. Why don't you like my chancellor? My chancellor's fine. So he's old. Yeah, why not? We'll say bye-bye. The chancellor's getting old, it's fine. He's going to pass on sooner or later. Sure. You can be my chancellor, why not? I'm not using you to fabricate anything at the moment, so... Just waste time doing stuff like that. And now, this is something to note, by the way. I'm actually gotten to the point where I'm actually starting to build Fret. And Fret's actually really interesting. An interesting new mechanic that was added to the game. Essentially, as you gain, like, you know, more and more land, you'll basically gain more and more Fret. And if you become threatening enough, people will start forming defensive pacts against you. And essentially how these defensive pacts work, if you basically attack anyone who's in a defensive pact against you, you'll basically cause everyone from that defensive attack to come against you, like, come after you. So, you want to be very careful with them. But whatever. And you're going to join me for some reason. Okay, join me. We'll smash this guy's castle together. That worked out well. That worked out well. That worked out well. That worked out well. I lost a few troops doing that, but whatever. It's actually my allies' troops who are losing a lot of, you know, troops. Now, something to worry about, by the way, is the fact that I've gotten to a point where I have, like, too much density. So, I actually took a lot of this guy's land. So I took this guy's land here and here. These guys vassalized and became my vassals, but for the most part, what can I say? I took more land than I need to here. So let's go to my son here. You're going to start getting some land, I guess. We'll grant you a land title. Let's see here. Go grant you Magda and Mudga, I guess. And we'll grant you... that Dhamma. Why not? Apparently I took a Dhamma from here. Dhammas are basically the equivalent of whatever rules like a you know the guy who was like the sheriff of Nottingham? That type of guy. They aren't council rulers like a county, but rather they're just, you know, rule of a castle. You know, an easy way is just doing this. Baron. They're basically the equivalent of a baron. Okay, that's done. We're gonna take this guy's castle. And there goes all my karma that I had, but oh well. Maraha Rajima was elevated to the heavily mansion at age 56. He died a natural death. Long live Maharaja Pavana. So here I am, my new son. I got all this lovely stuff. So be it. Alright, my new son, you're gonna get land titles, I guess. You're gonna get that Dhamma. And apparently I can't give you any more because I can't give you anything else. Oh well. That's annoying. I do have two sons, so I can give this other son some stuff. Now, here's something to note, by the way. I actually got a second kingdom title as a result of basically conquering this guy's kingdom. And as a result, if I basically don't have primogeniture by the time I basically die with this guy, these guys are going to inherit two different kingdoms. So that's a bit of an issue. But whatever. I can go give this guy this, and we'll grant you that. I'm still gonna lose a kingdom here, but at least this guy's, you know, gonna get rid of my Dimensity size problems. And why not? You can be my new steward. And I just realized this, but this guy's really terrible. I mean, this guy's terrible too, but they're all terrible, pretty much, my powerful vassals. This is one of the things about this game. It's kind of interesting how, like, the new council system sort of requires that you sort of, like, you know, use, like, worse guys for your councils. So you can't always have, like, the best guys that you want. Because you have to sort of, you know, cater to your guys who are weaker. Well, weaker stat-wise. Apparently I can claim stuff. My wife can claim... I could claim stuff up there if I want to. And I'm already attacking this guy for his land, so we'll just take that out. As we are. Now, I can do a whole lot of de jure claims. That's because of the fact that I got this new kingdom. So, I had the By Heart Kingdom title. This title right here. And as a result, I can claim anything inside this area. And apparently I got a Duchy title too from the guy I conquered. I have no idea how I'm able to conquer stuff over here, but whatever. I can conquer some of this stuff over here too. Anyhow, back to conquering this guy. It's worth knowing, by the way, as a result of, I basically, like, you know, died, all these guys that were my tributaries are no longer my tributaries. So, they get to be conquered yet again. Okay, I can actually attack this guy as a de jure claim now, so I might do that in a bit. I realize I was only going to go after, like, Arissi over here, but whatever, if I can go after more, I will. Why not? More allies have showed up. And you know what? It's actually worth pointing out. If you see a symbol like this, your ruler is present. You are currently marching his army, bravely risking your own life. That may not be something you want to do, so you can just do this, and you'll stop, you know, being in the army. And apparently someone's trying to kill me. Go into hiding. Someone's trying to kill me. Those bastards. I've also got dangerous factions for him because, you know, we just, you know, managed to get ourselves a new bit of land, new ruler, all the, you know, usual crap that happens when you get a new ruler. And I just want to point this out, by the way. This guy down here, Raiders of Kozel. So Kozel's host. This guy is actually one of the nomadic tribes up here. He apparently had land at some point, but apparently lost it. So now he's just like invading whoever he can. I'll have to smash this guy's army at some point, but we'll deal with that in a bit. But yeah, this guy's a nomadic guy. He's not presently holding any, like, you know, territory, but oh, someone declared war on me. Okay, this guy declared war on me, and you want me to pay you tribute. All right, that's kind of annoying. This guy wants me to pay him tribute. He's the really big guy down here. I might be able to fight him, but it's not gonna be a fun fight, to be honest. I might still fight him, we'll see. And I'm pretty much just throwing yourself at you. I could go for that, but I mean, I got seduction focus here. It's worth knowing, if you have seduction focus, this is like a, you know, something you can do. You can actually start seducing people. So if I want to, I could go stick to my vassals here. I could try to seduce this person. So I could go seduce. Focus your effort, your selection efforts on Fakura in hopes of gaining her a new lover, basically. So basically, if you want, you can try and gain lovers from people. Why not? We'll do that. Let's seduce her, just to show it off. And mine over body, mine over body. Alright, chase begins. I shall bring all my seduction skills to bear on Fakurinia Kaliavenet until I have her wrapped around my finger. She will be mine. I start playing my next move. So yes, you plan your seduction moves with seduction focus. Because, you know, you have to have, like, a, you know, basic seduction focus type thing. Oh, you call someone else into this war. So apparently this guy, that guy's been called into the war. Alright, conquest by rumor. Some carefully placed words where they can easily be overheard by notorious gossips can be more effective than a love letter. Thakura Kalnavedi must have gotten my message, for I found a lock of hair wrapped in silk with her personal seal in my chambers today. So ha! I shall have her, or unfortunately I don't want her anymore. So, alright, let's try my next move. This guy is down here, I guess. Whatever. Alright, this guy is surrounding, that's good. I'll gain some prestige. Now we've got basically all this kingdom is mine. And now here's the problem. I basically don't have alliances anymore with anyone because, you know, I basically don't have alliances with anyone anymore. So I've only got 1,400 troops against this guy's many, many troops. Alright, a midnight snack. I managed to chance upon Cala Nevada alone in the kitchen when she came down for a usual snack. We've talked and laughed for hours, and I can tell the attraction is growing. Hoping I can read her correctly, I lean into her, whisper in her ear. So I can confess my love, I can make a lewd suggestion, or quote love poetry. Let's see here. Let's go for quote love poetry. The response from Fakarina Kalamina, the drunkard, wasn't quite what expected. Apparently, I am stay away forever. So be it. So, she refused me, she doesn't like me as much. But whatever. Now, something I know, I could actually just surrender for this guy, and that might be the best thing to do for this guy. Basically, what happens when you, like, pay tribute to a guy? You're basically giving away up 40% of your income to, like, the guy who, like, is, like, you know, demanding it. And I might actually want to do it just so he can't attack me. Basically, if you, like, pay tribute to someone, they can't attack you for, like, you know, vassalization attempts, so we're going to do this. We're actually going to say, offer peace. We're going to surrender. He's going to basically get me as like a tributary. And I'm going to lose prestige, but it won't cause me to lose any armies when he attacks me with his massive armies and all that. So, yes. We're just going to surrender. We're just going to, you know, tuck our tail between our legs and just, you know, not get hit by him. So, the Maharashtra war to make Maharashtra panel of Fuxa Kingdom pay tribute has ended, and I lost. So he basically accepts my offer of peace. I'm now basically shown to be like, you know, a tributary of this guy down here. Until he dies, basically, is what happens. Basically, that's what it means. Until you die, this guy will own you, more or less. The guy who is making you pay tribute. So this guy right here. He's pretty old, though, so he might die soon. Alright, so it's worth knowing that this guy... He's the only guy with a defensive pack against me, or no, there's actually 2 guys against me. So, it's worth knowing, if I actually attack this guy, what will happen? Attacking this guy will actually cause other people who are in like the you know, defensive pack to basically ally against me, as well as like guys he's allied to. So he's allied to Rani of Banga, so she'll jump in as an ally. And this guy, the Munda guy, he's actually going to jump in as well because he's also an ally of this guy through like the defensive pack. And apparently I got an issue with like these guys not wanting me to attack. So it's worth knowing, if you're actually really strong and you want to attack someone, you'll actually find that guys will actually not like it too much. Do this sort of thing. So apparently this guy is busy fighting our war. I can do a jerk claim against this guy and they won't mind. And you're also here. You know what? Let's go after this guy with you. We'll try and do a jerk claim on this guy. Now it's worth knowing, by the way, if you're basically a tributary, you can actually call in your like, you know, tributary lord to basically help you out if you need to. But I don't think we need help to take this one little province. So we'll just, you know, worry not, whatnot, and all that. And, you know, since I failed my seduction attempt, let's see who else I can, you know, seduce, perhaps. Try and seduce this one. She apparently doesn't have an heir, so... Seduce! And the chase begins again. So I bring all my seduction skills to bear on Fakarina Bogavati until I have a raptor on my finger. She will be mine. Alright, we're just going to go after his lone holding up here. We're not going to worry about his armies or anything. So my current occupation simply leaves me no time to chase Fakarina Bogavati or anyone else for that matter. So if there is no rush, or I should give up now, well, there's no rush. We're going to go after her because she has no kids. It really would be awesome to get her as a new lover. Hey, cool. Apparently I made someone like me a lot. You know what would be cooler? It'd probably be cooler to go after this guy. He doesn't have any friends. Probably a very low chance of him basically making a claim, but whatever. We'll try. And you can still research. I can create new titles, that's nice. Alright, let's just speed up time until I conquer this guy's realm here. And the thing that's going on right now is basically because of the fact that I'm in war, I think I'm having more difficulty attacking, you know... I'm basically having no chance to go try and seduce this woman. Alright, my daughter needs to get some education. She can do... Yeah, you can do playful. Or not playful, you can do, intrigue focus. Alright, so once you basically take out this guy's kingdom, an informal event. I made sure to attend a minor event in Kalkagura in hopes of seducing Thakurina Bogavati, but despite my best attempts, she remains unimpressed. I need more practice. Alright, we conquered this guy. So, you're gonna like me a whole lot because I basically got you a claim. And I'll note, by the way, for like each time you basically attack someone, that's basically what's gonna increase your threat level. So, you'll note that when I basically did that Subjugation war, that basically got me 12 threat. But like a minor claim like Monday here is just giving me 2%. This threat they're basically getting basically depends on like how big you are, I think, versus like whoever you're attacking. As well as like, you know, what type of like claim you're making. So a big claim gets you a lot more threat, making people really take more notice and, you know, of your actions. I'm gonna do your claim on this guy now. Apparently, these guys are considered strong to take on for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not that weak, but I guess he's because of his ally over here. Oh yeah, she's pretty strong. So basically, it's factoring in the allies. There is what's happening. And you're up here. I could actually go after this guy if I want to, but I don't think it's worth it at all. Let's see here. Let's improve my keep so I can start building up castle walls over here. Get this tech going on the road. It's worth knowing that when you're basically improving tech, you're only doing it for a capital province. So all this tech is actually focused just in this province here. It's not focused on any other province that I've got. I guess we'll just save our money for other stuff. You know, I'm tempted to go after this guy. Make some claim on stuff. Oh wow, I can actually claim an entire duchy. So, if you have like someone who's actually going after a duchy, you can actually press the claim for him. Though, if I do so, it's going to be for the King of Bengal, so it's not really worth it. How does like these claims work? If you claim for someone else, you basically want to claim only for people who are going to basically have land inside of a de jure kingdom of yours, or for people who are already a vassal of you. So for this person here, if I was to claim anything for her, she's going to basically get an independent realm, and if I could like a win for this guy against this guy. And for this person here, if I was to attack, I just get like, you know, a new duchy over here to worry about. It can sometimes make sense if you want to weaken a really powerful opponent, but usually it doesn't. Alright, apparently I own this duchy, I think, over here. So I have a duchy over here. So this guy actually owns a duchy over here. So that's what's happening. So that's interesting. Yeah, he's basically got a duchy with, like, you know, all this stuff over there. I honestly wonder why you're considered too strong to fight. But whatever. You've got a lot of karma. I probably don't want to fight you anyways, to be honest. If he had less karma, I might go after him, but if he's got that much karma, it's probably not worth it, to be honest. Sometimes it's just better to sit in your laurels than to attack someone. Alright, so I managed to chance upon Bovada alone in the kitchen when she came down for a usual late sack. We've talked and laughed for hours, and I can tell the attraction is growing. Hoping I read her correctly, leaned to her whispering ear. Let's make a loose suggestion this time, perhaps. Are you experiencing body? Maybe. So, she was like, apparently I'm gonna stay away forever. Oh well, so be it. So, let's move on. Who else can I seduce, perhaps? So you refuse seduction. If I wanted to, I could try and seduce a monk, I think, perhaps, but I guess I can't. Well, there's no rulers to seduce, so the only thing I can really do at this point, if I was to try and seduce anyone, would basically be to try and like seduce a courtier. But I really see no reason for doing that. And apparently I got people I can sell, so maybe I'll do that. Let's just, you know, get these guys off a little bit. Oh yeah, by the way, if you actually have people inside your prison, like this person here, it should be possible to take concubine from these guys. So here's something to note: if you actually want to, you can like be like, "Hey, I want you to be my concubine." And you can take a concubine from like prisoners. So because she's in a prisoner, she can't refuse. So this is something you can do. But I don't think we'll do that. We're just gonna release her. She doesn't have to be my prisoner. I could seduce her though. Maybe I'll try that. And we'll sell you. So I should bring all my, you know, attention on her. There's really no reason to go after her, but whatever. And I should probably start, you know, getting more. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind you being my, no longer being my advisor. I should probably start getting, you know, more laws passed over here. So, blah blah. And apparently this guy wants me to come help him. So, blessing upon your house, we request to your honor your obligation and answer the call to arms against Russia. Okay, so this guy wants me to help him out. Okay, we'll do that. So this is something that, you know, I was doing to the guys, now he's doing it to me. And of course he's a Hindu, so he's going to cause that big giant Hindu army to come after me. Let's try to confess my love. Oh well, so be it. Again, they don't like me. Well, you basically see the idea of seduction attempts. You can eventually, hopefully, seduce someone and get them to be like your new lover. Let's be a carouser perhaps at this point. And I can change this around in 3 years. We'll do that in 3 years. Try doing a selection focus. Or not selection, we'll try and do a carousing focus next. Do that. Yeah, look at that damn big human army over there. The problem with that damn big Hindu army is that it'll make it very difficult for me to help this guy out. God damn big Hindu army is going to hinder me from helping him out. The only good thing to say about this is that this guy's gonna attack me, I'm not attacking him, so there's no real big loss if I, you know, lose a lot of troops. Alright, young Vindivan is showing strong tendencies towards prideful behavior. So, it's fine, I'll need more competition, or I can be treated to be more ambitious. He can be more proud, why not? Be proud, little girl. If that armor starts coming in my direction, I'm gonna have to run away. Yep, it's gonna start coming toward me. We'll just conquer what we can and run away. So this is like, you know, the nerve of having to play like, you know, a non-Hindu character in the Indias. You basically have to worry about like, you know, big, you know, Hindu armies to worry about the entire time. It's actually recommended if you're playing with like the Indians, you should play as a Hindu, just so you don't have to worry about these damn big armies. Oh, one got sick. There's too many troops in that castle for me to siege it, so we'll go back after this guy because, you know, there's no troops in that one. And yeah, again, he's gonna, you know, siege that down, get rid of it real quick. And apparently Dimensian Faith triumphs in Zoroastrian Faith. Oh, he's coming for me again. And I'm just gonna get away from him just in time, I think. Darla says her favorite toy is missing and she won't go to bed without it. I may have thrown it out today when I was tidying up. So I can offer to buy a new one, or I can guess I can go find it. Let's just offer to buy her a new one. My offer to purchase a new toy is directed by Darla. She is upset at whatever that's the thing. There's no pleasing this cow, she's fussy. Oops, I got caught. Run away! Yeah, note by the way that because like I'm like, you know, Buddhist, that's why this Hindu arms are able to attack me again, not like, you know, other Hindus. I guess at this point what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna let these guys siege that stuff up. I'm just gonna not worry about attacking this guy. His karma is too great for me to worry about. And there's my castle walls built, so I can go over here, build another castle town. Yeah, it's odd seeing like, you know, a red army sitting like that on top of allies, but that's what, you know, happens with holy armies a lot. Time to retire over here, I guess. You know, this is technically the perfect time to go after this guy. Because the Holy Army is, you know, purchased by this guy over here, this guy can't summon it. But he's still allied to this person, so bit of an issue with that. What's also an issue is the fact that once she dies, he's going to inherit all her land. So, kind of a big issue with them. We're just gonna watch my, you know, tribute lord basically take off, playing on this guy, I guess. I did what work I could, but, you know, what work I could is only what I can do. Until this guy smacked me around a little bit. I guess there's the max strength for this army over here, 3,000, I guess. Well, he's doing a pretty good job sieging this guy down. It shouldn't be too long to take him out entirely. I think the only battles this guy lost is with like me getting smacked around and like, you know, another minor one. Just to finish it off right here. Just, you know, finish the war right there. And done. 100%. So war's over. He managed to take that one spot of land. War's done. He's happy. Alright, as he's growing older, I can see that last kid for Deva could use some guidance in some of my experienced areas. It will require hard work and may not always be appreciated, but this is my chance to make a self-sacrifice for the sake of last service. So I want to note that you can actually have the ability to sort of improve your kids by basically putting a detriment on yourself. So you can basically deserve greatness. This will basically cause him to hate you. And basically you'll become bitter rivals. He'll have a negative 100 modifier in his relationship with you, but he'll gain ambitious. You can be foiled, make others count on you. This will make you possibly stressed, but he'll get indulgent. And I'll note that right now I'm actually already stressed, I think, or I'm not. I'm not stressed, I'm just depressed. That's even worse. But I could be stressed and depressed if I want to. I can make your move at the right time, which basically means that you'll get out patience and get like Lord, Intrigue, Diplomacy, Stewardship, and Learning for like, you know, 5 years. Or I can say, must learn his own. Since this guy isn't going to be my heir, I don't think it really matters too much, so let's just say, do whatever you want on your own. And same with you. I've already got a son, basically. He's already possessed. That's not something I want to ever see, possessed. Possessed is probably one of the worst traits you can get. You can get rid of possessed, but it basically makes all your vassals hate you quite a bit, I think. Essentially, possessed means you have seizures and such, I think. And other, like, you know, mental illnesses. I can probably hit this guy a little bit up over here. Right, this is all by Heart Kingdom over here. So that's why I can hit that guy. If this guy's going to Civil War, I can start hitting those lands, but I'm not going to worry about it too much, I don't think. I should probably note, by the way, if you're paying tribute to someone, you can't declare war to make other people pay tribute because obviously it doesn't work that way. You can't pay tribute to, you know, have someone pay tribute when you're paying tribute to someone else. So apparently this guy is paying tribute to this guy. Apparently you died. Who am I following right now? So I'm apparently following this person right here. I don't need to follow this person, I don't think really, so let's just do this. It's actually really interesting to note, this guy's got 3 daughters. If you have 3 daughters like this, they'll actually all get like you know, heir stats on your claims and like pick up your like titles and such. It'll probably happen when like I die with this character. I'll basically have like this kingdom split. And you're trying to kill me, I guess. Stop trying to kill me, please. Cool, I'm getting lots and lots of science. That's interesting, I can go after this guy now. Whenever you have a kid like this, if you have weak claims, you can press him. Maybe I'll do that. Just for the hell of it, I'll go after attacking this guy. I could very easily take off all his land up here if I want to. Give me my new Marshal. Kind of think of it, you can actually be my new advisor, I think. Nope, look at that. I can't make him my advisor. This is one of the things I really hate about the sort of changed position. You can't change these guys to be like, you know, your advisors or other stuff sometimes. Let's see here. Let's have you be my Apiada. So I actually switch these guys around. This guy's actually better Apiada, so I was gonna fire this guy actually. I don't really care about him. He's not gonna like that too much, but whatever. Make my son the Apiada again. And this guy, you can be my chaplain. You suck, but whatever. Fabricate a claim on this guy again. This guy will have a little bit better chance at that, so a little bit of improvement. You know, it's odd that it basically says, like, only this stuff up here. It should be that because I've basically got access to, this entire kingdom, I should be able to invade all this place, stuff over here. Don't know why it says I can't. And where's this guy's, you know, capital county over here, I guess? Where's the capital county for this guy right here, I guess? So that guy's got 7k troops. He's really, really powerful at this point. Not gonna happen, by the way. As like these guys get bigger, they'll get like more and more badass. So like this guy's, well, he's currently weak just because of the fact he's like, you know, a kid, but they get stronger, these guys, eventually. Alright, you know what? This is actually getting to a good stopping point. I still got like, you know, 37 years until like, you know, my designated stop point, but for the most part, I'm liking how this game, you know, this game's sort of like showcasing for like, you know, the Hindus, or not the Hindus, the Buddhists, the Indians in general. And soon we'll jump back into the Norse, or a little showcase of what they're like when you basically get to like the next stage. And the next stage is really fun with the Norse. For now, take care.